Welcome back to the AEC video series on navigating AEC. Once again, we're going to go back to AEC Central by going to Components, Account Expiration Control. In this video, we're going to be covering settings, logs, and special functionality. Basically, you can get here by going to Settings or from the top. As explained in the earlier ones, all the menu items match the icons themselves. The beauty of the menu system at the top is that no matter where you're at within the system, you can come back without having to go to AEC Central and get to that actual area, like as for settings. But in these videos right now, we're just going to cover going through the icon section. You can click on Settings. This is the AEC Settings area where you can notice there are different tabs: Global, Customize, Invoice Customization, Page Customization, and Expert. We'll be covering every single bit of these in detail in another video. But this is how you would get to the settings area in AEC itself. To go back to AEC Central, we'll just click on the AEC icon up here. The next one is the processors. And these are the payment processors. As you can see, it will list the different processors that you have and whether they're published or not published. To add a new processor, you click on New, you figure out which one that you're going to be using. In this case, we'll just highlight Authorized.net. And once you hit Apply, you're going to notice it opens up with Settings, where you fill in the different information that you need in order to use this processor. If you're running into any problems, unfamiliar with any of the things, if you hover over the actual name, you'll notice that a Help pop-up comes up in the area. Once you get done configuring your processor, you can hit Save, and it will actually save it. And we'll go back to, let's go back to processors again real quick. Sorry, it was kind of fast on that one. But once you create a processor, the way that you tell a payment plan to use that particular processor is go to Payment Plans, Plans, click on the plan that you want to use that processor, go to the Processor tab, and then you can actually say, okay, I want this one to use Authorized.net, and I tell it it's active, and then I hit Save, and basically what I've done is I've told that plan to use that processor also. A plan can have more than one processor attached. Going back to AEC Central, the next one is Edit CSS. We'll go into this in depth and give you a little hint on which different tools you can use for your browsers to find out where to go. But as you can notice, it's laid out pretty well with documentation about the subscription plans page and the different CSS that's available for you to actually change. Once you've changed it, you have a choice of making it unwritable after saving if you want. But once you make your changes, you can hit Save, and it'll make the actual changes itself. To get back to AEC Central after you've made the changes, what you want to do is click on the AEC icon up here to go back. The next one in the settings, logs, and special functionality is the Toolbox. The Toolbox has various different items that are available in it, and we'll go over each one of these in depth. But as an overview, it'll give you a VAT tax report of all taxes collected with the Tax Helper MI. There's also a micro-integration export-import function in case you actually make some micro-integrators on a different site and you want to import them into this one or just do a backup of them. There's a system cleanup that will actually go in and remove different items where the user is missing from Joomla and they're still in the subscription table. Raw data edit is very powerful and almost nerd level. We'll cover this in a separate video. A mini report actually gives you a report of your different sales over a period of time where you can actually define the start and stop. But that's a basic overview of the Toolbox itself. Support hours down here at the bottom though, however, that's for integration. If you are using the support time tracker, it will tell you how much support time was used during a particular range of a beginning and end date. I'll go back to AEC Central. I know that we're going over these different areas pretty quickly, but this is just an overview video series, and we'll be going into depth in every single one of these. Thank you very much.